Hello, this is a follow-up vid to my "Should the EU create a Middle Eastern Union?" Well, the provisos of that should be that there are peace in the Middle East and economic cooperation between the people in the Middle East, the two biggest partners of which being Turkey and Israel. Now, Turkey is an interesting case because it is partly European and partly Middle Eastern country. You can see an arc of Indo-European influence from Turkey through Europe to Turkey to Azerbaijan and on to Iran, which brings European influence almost to the borders of India in the south. But the Middle East is the basket case, the problem that has caused the failure of American presidencies, and the problem that Europe now has to face. Turkey's laws are being affected by the decisions made in European courts, although not directly. That's how powerful European law is. But when YouTube is banned by Turkey, we must ask, why is this? Is this a militant Islamic crackdown on pornography sites and other things like that, or a crackdown on Western culture by some hardliners, or is it a move by the secular militaristic establishment in Turkey of controlling the internet because of as a counter to the spread of Islamism within Turkey? These are two interesting questions which need to be solved. Now, the other problem is between Israel and Turkey, which didn't seem very apparent before the fact that the Israelis killed 9 Turkish citizens on the flotillas. Now that turned out to be, unfortunately, in terms of international relations, a storm in a teacup, rather than the Middle East's most powerful military force, which is Turkey and not Israel, in terms of conventional weapons at least. And why did the United States not back up Turkey, which is its most strategic partner in the Middle East? These are interesting questions. So this video will bring more questions up than answers, I'm afraid to say. But what is clear is that the EU cannot simply take on Turkey and expand into Turkey when Turkey bans YouTube from Turkish society. And now this may be an intergenerational thing, which is why I called this video Young Turks, YouTube and Young Turks. So will we see a reversal of this and a more Europeanized youth in Turkey gaining a foothold? Because of course the Islamic party in Turkey is the biggest party and it's the party of government. Maybe some of this has been pressure from the HSBC and British Embassy bombings carried out by Al-Qaeda in the 2000s, and Al-Qaeda may be trying to create a strategy of tension within Turkey itself, and also Turkey has problems with Kurdish terrorism as well. Now, this makes it very difficult to create a Middle Eastern Union, although the EU has been very successful in North Africa in creating a North African Union. The problem is, unfortunately, is Israel in this case, and it has to be seen that Israel has acted very arrogantly and has not helped itself when the left in Israel are going absolutely nuts in the press about the way that their government has been behaving. The right has stoked up nationalism and fanatical religious beliefs to try and push through a policy of complete disregard for the Europeans and also Turkey especially. Trying to get a major power like Turkey to kowtow to a small middling country like Israel is just not going to work in international politics. They have to take a policy of realism in this. Now, I would like Turkish people especially, and Europeans especially, and Americans to write in and tell me what their opinion is on the YouTube debate in Turkey about YouTube being banned I think this is a major step backwards, and YouTube should not be banned in a major country like Turkey. Now, Israel and the left in Israel especially really need to start sticking up for yourselves, because at the moment the Likud-lights like Netanyahu are just rolling over you and using international crisis to stay in power. Your economy has not been very good for the last 20 years, and you really need to help yourselves. So please don't start sending in trolling letters from Israeli 50 centers out there who did that before, when I simply said that there should be a peace agreement between Israel and the Arabs. That is something that will have to happen for you to have security and for the Arabs to have security as well. You both need to live in a very small and very dangerous neighbourhood in the Middle East, and I'm afraid that's the facts of it. So please listen to these videos and bring peace to the Middle East. Peace.